All right, what is going on, everybody? We got another episode of Riding the Line podcast. You 1 weekend, baby. Things are going well. Back at it. Us is traveling, but the audio seems dialed, and you can still see his pretty little face. So I think we're set. Where are you going, man?
There is an incredible whitewater park down there, similar to bike park. There's actually like some waves and features and things that you can session, just like you would session something in a bike park. So they concreted like a lot of the sieves and a lot of the dangerous like underwater geology. They concreted it in, so you're not in as much danger, and it's just a great place to learn. Where Justin and I decided that we're going to run Tallulah this weekend, which is a very, very large river. So we're coming down to get some practice.
Nice.
Um, hoping this truck's gonna let me in. Heck yeah, right on. But yeah, what's good?
Dude, that'll be sick. Be good. It's freaking chilly. Are you kidding me?
I mean, dry suits, man.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, dry suits and fleece.
Yeah, that's true.
I think at like 11, it's gonna be like 60 degrees down there, so it's just gonna get warmer. So it's a little
Yeah,
south.
dude, it's gonna be a nice day. Um, I'm gonna get some work done, get this podcast wrapped up for the people, and then get this van all cleaned up so we can go to Old Wildside this weekend. It's nasty, so I need a clean van.
Well, we'll chat about a lot of that fun, I guess, towards the end when we wrap up. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I do want to hear about your wild side trip. I've been once a while back, and I'm excited to hear about next show when you go. Like, because I know they've built a lot
Yeah,
since I've been.
yeah. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it, but we got a banger show lined up, as they say. Things have been going well on the Riding the Line front. We've got I figured we'd have to bring it up that Mr. Cam Zink himself has been supporting the podcast. It's pretty nuts, man. We posted that little clip on our Instagram of us just shouting out Cam Zink and how I had met him, and he's doing all the do. He's liking it, he's commenting on it, he reposted on his story, got his Zink bike page, reposting it as well. And then Amanda's liking it. So the Zink family is loving the Ride the Line podcast. Those bikes look sick, dude. That's one of my friends, Dave Davidson. You may know Dave. He bought one. It looks pretty sick. I don't think he's rode it, but yeah, I think he's been working on building it. But the bikes look so rad, and we appreciate the support, man. This is we only plan on this going forward and up. So that's the only trajectory for this thing. And we appreciate the support. What else you got, man?
Weekend, I went to bikes, new bike shop opening. Had grilled out burgers and dogs. Hung out with a lot of cool folks. And it was pretty funny. We get so you can ride trails right out of the shop, which is pretty killer. And we get on the trail ride, and we're climbing up, and we hit this first descent, and I just feel the rear brake getting real spongy, and then that sucker goes to the bar. So I did a lot of like very steep hand cut off Cambury trails with a front brake this weekend, this past weekend. So that was
Yeah.
that was the exercise in like selective braking. My PMBI instructor classes really came back to me where I'm like looking ahead. I'm like, okay, straight line brake, lock it up, get off the brake for the corner. Yeah, it was an interesting trail ride. Um, and then we'll
Yeah.
talk more about
Yeah,
the
we'll
shop
we'll dive
opening.
into that. We got a lot to talk about. Yeah. Dude, I went and rode blankets this weekend. So nothing too crazy, but the lady and I ripped around blankets, which was good, and then just had a good weekend. I can't even remember what did we do on Saturday. I think we just hung out and met up with my family and stuff. Went to a brewery, had some brews and enjoyed ourselves, which was sweet. It's good to do that. Beautiful weather this weekend. If you're in the southeast, things are looking good for sports right now, at least for a little while until it's freezing.
Where'd you get a brew?
Went to Glover Park in Marietta. Yeah, Marietta. There's a good brewery there. It's always slammed, but there's also a really good restaurant that we like a lot called Two Birds that has like this really, I'm gonna sound super nerdy, but this like really wide range of craft brew selections. Like they have a lot of double and triple hazies and stuff that you can't get anywhere else that they carry on tap, which is crazy. So if you ever in the area, Two Birds is a pretty cool place
You don't
for
feel like
sure.
you have the cinder block in your stomach after drinking one beer. You gotta
Exactly.
check it out.
Exactly. If you want to drink all the lactose possible in a beer, that's the place to go. Oh yeah, it was good though. Well, sweet man. Pretty shortly here, we're gonna bring our guest on, man. This is awesome. First of all, these are people that we've both been around for years and years and years. I've actually I've raced and been around the scene with both of these guys for a long time. I know you have as well. And so really stoked to have these guys on. They've created a I don't know, freaking a whole scene. I mean, they are driving the community in their area, I would say, for cycling. I don't know a better way to say it than that. I've always thought Josh was a firefighter because he's always got a badass stash or something going on. I'm like, this dude has to be fighting fires. There's no
Yeah,
shot.
dude, he is. He literally is
Oh, he
was a
is?
firefighter for
No
years.
way, dude.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, see, look, I do have stuff. I do have stuff to learn about Josh. Sweet.
Yeah, he did that for a long time. Yeah, he's told me a couple
Oh,
stories while
yeah.
we've been pedaling. Yeah, um, and just absolutely
Dude,
rad,
that's
dude.
crazy. That's so fun.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude, I
multi
just showed
talented,
my
fearless.
lack of education on our. Yeah, that's cool though. Hey man, that's what these are for, bro. Yeah, no, dude, I've like, and DJ, man, DJ Carter's awesome, and I've actually, his kids are a bit younger than me, but I've definitely raced a few races with him, and just grew up riding and racing with the Key family, who was always, you know, some way, shape, or form with the Carter family, and same with Hennessey. They're all that Gilmer County, Fannin County group that have created a heck of a scene. Um, we may have jumped we may have jumped the gun on this intro run.
Good. We're doing good. We've been trying to plan out some time.
Uh,
This is our first guest, so we're newbies in the guest
I
arena here.
know.
So yeah, we did jump ahead a bit, but
Hey, it's all good. We'll just
waiting for.
keep we're your service is kind of trash. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I felt like it might be kind of kicking out a little bit.
It's
Yeah,
all
I've
good.
got a bar.
I'll leave it to the viewers, man. They'll just place your comments below. Oh, what's
Yeah,
going on, brother?
What's up, man?
Speaking of the man, the myth.
Yeah.
What's going on, DJ?
What's up, guys?
Man, we this is our first guest. As you know, we just started this whole nonsense. And so we were like, we'll do an intro and we'll like lead these guys in. It's gonna be sick. And I started the intro about 2 minutes too early. So we just sat there for about 4 minutes just hyping you guys up.
I don't know how you hyped us up for 4 minutes.
And then I was like, man, I always thought Josh was a firefighter because he's got a rockin' stash. And Ross is like, he was a firefighter.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, thanks for coming on, guys. This is sweet. Yeah, Ross is rocking on down to do some whitewater rafting.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks again for coming on, guys. Ross was at the event this past weekend, but I was not. So I wanted to kind of first off lead into that whole thing and ask how the event was. I wanted to also kind of, if you could, in that same aspect, I want to talk about the new location and kind of what came about with the new location. And you guys could both speak on that, but I know Josh, I actually got the chance to come up there and see you at the new
Yeah.
location, and which was totally random that I made it over there that day. So it was cool to see it, and the building is absolutely amazing. It looks beautiful. The whole facility looks amazing, and I've been to that property before. I believe I was there for a race in the past. Um,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the
We did Bigfoot hosted like a 5K out of here, and we had a few things out of here in the past. For sure.
Yeah, it looks sick. But yeah, man. So how'd the event go? What do you think of the attendance? And
I thought it was great. It was as we advertised, it was very laid back, but there's a lot of bodies here. It was a lot of fun. We had 3 or 4 pretty good sized group rides. We had a kind of a little XC in the morning, and then we had an e-bike in the afternoon, and we had another like kind of a miles ride in the afternoon for the pedal guys. It's just peppered in with a shitload of beer and hot dogs and smash burgers, and it was a really, really good time. It was a
yeah,
blast.
it looked sick, man. It looked super rad. Ross, you
I can hear you now,
Ross,
bro.
you gotta, brother, you gotta pull over. I can't keep.
There's already this dynamic who's like refined, and then there's just Ross out just doing Ross, just going out and
I
racing
can't, dude.
about rad.
Oh man,
I can
I
hear
can't,
you guys now, so that's good.
dude. I can't keep restricting.
I'm just
we can
trying
hear
to
you
mute
too.
the microphone as I'm
I
driving
can't
down
ask
the
him the
road.
question 4 times, dude. All right,
Well, hey, congrats on the podcast. I
thanks,
listened to the
brother.
first one the other day. It's the only one that's available, right? Well, there's one out there. I don't
Yep.
want to anything.
Yeah, you guys will be number 2. So
It was great. Awesome banter. Like, you guys get it. You guys are going to be great at this. I
sick,
can.
dude. Well, thanks for hyping us up. It's not going so well right now, but usually we have our stuff together.
Dude, this is how everything great should start. Like, it's just a hot mess, and then it just figure it out.
I think I should just leave this uncut as possible, dude.
Like how Ross texted me this morning. He's like, log on right at 9:00. Like
Yeah.
everything was laid out. It was
Yeah,
good.
he gives you the vision that it's organized.
Yep, I liked it. Oh, and so quick, as my first time using this app, was I supposed to turn on all those toggles? I didn't know. I just turned them on.
Probably.
Okay.
No,
All right.
no, no. Yeah, I honestly, I've never. This is our first. We probably should have tested this with a guest, but this is our test, man.
Nice.
Loose program.
Yep.
Now we've got the grand opening with the shop. Tell us like what you guys have going on as far as like the amenities, like the camping, and kind of just what your overall like goal and vision is with the shop, and what people can expect if they go check out Blue Mountain.
So now we're located. We left the highway and we came out here to like the Ask Adventure area. So we're super close. We're right in, right out from the trail, and I know I say that it's a punch. It's less than a mile. It's about 1,000-foot climb, but it's awesome. It's more of a ride back in. So that's why we offer, like, on Fridays and Saturdays, we offer where you can park here. We'll shuttle you out, and then you could just kind of ride back into it. However, if you do like the XC type loops and stuff, there's plenty of ways to get from here out to Green Mountain and out to Stanley and everything too. So that was kind of that was the big thing, was like the other location was, it was good for some type of business. It just wasn't great for a mountain bike type business where you can ask people to test ride bikes in your parking lot. And it was just out here. I'd already owned the property. I owned the building, and we had a functioning kid camp on it. So it just made sense for what we wanted to be. If we wanted to take the chance and try to make it as like more of just a bike shop as is more of kind of a kind of an experience or more destination. I hate to
Yeah,
use
about to
the
say, like
word.
you and I were saying, like more of a destination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like this was the shot we had to take. And I mean, and that's literally what it came down to. We had this property for probably 4 or 5 years. The hip camp was doing well. And other than that, me and Deej would we'd come out here and hang out on the weekends with our buddies and do group rides and just kind of goof off. And it just took one afternoon of, I think it was like a Sunday afternoon. We were out here and there was like 10 or 15 people. We had pizzas and just got done with a group ride, and you sit around on your tailgate or your bonfire and you're having beers. And I just telling my buddy, I was like, man, God, it's so nice being out here. And he's like, I know. And I was like, I just, man, there's something, I just don't want to go back to that highway tomorrow. He's like, dude, you're, you're not seeing, the forest through the trees. He's like, this is it. This is what you got to do. It's already working. You just don't see it yet.
Yeah. So I have a question on, you can kind of lead me into this because I'm personally curious because I've actually known DJ for quite some time. I've known Josh you for some time as well. And I've also raced with the Key family and River and, I know Grant Sullivan,
Yep.
back, when we were racing Quick Six and all of that. So if you could, like, how, like, the transfer and all of that of Blue Mountain Bikes, like, what was the history behind and like the hands it went through, and how is it now in y'all's hands? And then also my other location on that same, my other no, sorry, question on that same topic. Jeez Louise. Um, is with the other locations. So I was curious if that's still running, if that's still running under y'all's ownership, or what's going on with that.
Um, I'll let DJ give the backstory on the Keys and where we're at now, and then I'll take over when it comes to the other shop, the other location.
Sweet.
We me and Tim and Tim's wife Pam, uh all of our kids were racing, Chase, River, everybody was racing. So we decided, it was about 10 years ago, we opened Blue Mountain Bikes. Um, about 4 or 5 years ago, Tim and Pam decided that they wanted to semi retire, start traveling, riding, doing whatever they wanted to do. Um, and Josh and his family were getting ready to move to Blue Ridge, and we're already friends and involved with the shop. So it was just natural progression. So Josh bought out Tim and Pam and came on as the new operator. I kind of stay in the background since the beginning, and it worked out great because we already had a relationship. We were already friends. We were already traveling. It was an easy transition to switch over to the Hennessey family. And the Keys are still involved. They were at the grand opening this weekend. They come out and ride and hang out. Rivers getting back into downhill racing, so we'll be racing this weekend. So everybody's also, the Keys were switching over to motocross, so
Mhm.
they're a race family, and
Yeah.
whenever they switched over to motocross, that took a lot of their time up, so worked out good. But when Josh came on, brought some new life, some new energy to the business, new ideas, so that's where a lot of stuff started evolving from there. So I'll let Josh take over from there.
Yeah, that's awesome though. That makes a whole lot of sense. And I actually I saw Chase the other day because he bought my fuel.
Yeah, we went to Moab, and Chase, we rode, I don't know, we were doing about 30 plus miles a day. And that was off the couch for Chase. He hadn't rode in 4 years. And he buys your bike, we get on a plane and go do the whole enchilada. And he crushed it the
God,
whole weekend. He crushed it.
that's killer. Oh, I'm glad the bike didn't break, hopefully, or no.
No, no, no. Not even a flat tire. I mean, it was a great weekend the whole time.
Sweet, that's awesome to hear. Yeah, it was good to see him. All right, Josh, over to you, brother.
Um, yeah, well, like DJ said, it was easy transition. We had a place here for 10 years, and I had been friends with these guys since we got there. So it was when the phone call, Tim called me one day, and it was kind of like kind of middle of COVID, and I had small kids, and I could retire out from the department. So I just asked my wife one day. I was like, "Hey," Tim asked me if I wanted to buy the shop, and it was like one of those like, I mean, we could do it, right? I mean, I was like, yeah. And that was, I think, 6 months later, we were starting to move up there, and it was over. It was awesome for sure. And super easy. Everybody made it super, super easy. DJ's always great to be around. And Pam, she she nursed me through. I mean, I am a I would go into, you go into burning buildings and you knock shit down. And I'm terrible with electronics. I'm terrible with everything. And she held my hand through this whole thing and handled just repetitive question after question after question. She was the best. There's no way I would have been able to do it without her for sure. So that building, we still have that building, and we plan to keep it. Did you get to meet our ranch, Ethan? Yeah, you got to meet Ethan while you were here.
Yeah, I did meet Ethan.
So he's a he's a bit of an entrepreneur and he's a hard worker. He's a good kid and he loves his coffee. So I think he's opening a roastery. We had originally leased him out the back of the building, like the wrenching area at the old shop, and he wants to make a big go of it. So I think we're gonna let him have the whole building on a year to year and see if he can make this thing happen. Our original plan was to go ahead and do a outdoor consignment, which is still a heavy possibility. And if it doesn't, if things work out for him, fingers crossed, and I really, really hope they do, then we'll just find another building and we'll do it there. But I do want to continue the brand, like the Blue Mountain Bikes brand, with a definitely like a recyclable shop or outdoor consignment shop, heavy in the bike stuff for sure.
Sweet. Yeah, dude, I like that building. I never got to ride like all the stuff in the backyard, but it's a really cool shop. And I'm a big fan of coffee, so I hope that works out for him, and I'll come visit and buy some beans from him.
Yeah, it's legit. He's got some great contracts already, man. The kid, I mean, less than a year and they're knocking it out. So I'm super pumped for him.
Well, that's sick.
Yeah,
Ross, you
man.
got something, man?
I'm now you can go to Blue Ridge, you can get your coffee in the morning and cruise up to the bike shop. Um, but also like one of the things I think is really unique about your setup, Josh, is that you kind of touched on the hip camp stuff, but kind of tell folks like there's a giant field in front of the shop, right? And you've got like tit platforms, you've got a little A-frame. Uh, for folks that are anywhere kind of in the
Yep.
Georgia, North Carolina,
I'm
South Carolina
not 100%
area.
in what R2D. Um, I'm not. I think I got the gist of it. I didn't catch it all, Ross, but I'm gonna do my best with it. So when we found this property, originally we wanted to have a big campground. So we wanted a chunk that was like 8 to 12 acres. So um, ironically enough, Tim Key is what he put me in touch with the owners of this property, and he helped me find it. He really, again, I wouldn't have this property without the keys. So thank him very, very, very much. But yeah, we had to like clear it. It had an old farmstead on it. Like it was crazy. And I mean, when you pull in, there's still, I mean, those little corn cribs that are here are still 100+ years old. I mean, they're old, so they stayed. But we had to build a barn from scratch because originally it was going to be like a big campground. We were going to this sounds terrible. We're kind of going to mulberry it a little bit. And we kind of got to be friends with them, and we really love Kate and Andrew, sorry. But they work so hard. I couldn't. I don't think there's no way I could have pulled that off.
Yeah, they work harder than we want to. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Those guys, they bust their ass and they earn every penny for sure. And when we saw that, it was like, nah, no, there's no way I'd be like, I would take all my bike riding away, would take everything away. So we were kind of already in this thing. So my buddy Josh Frankenberry was like, hey, check out this Hip Camp ad. And so it's an app you get on, and if you have private land, you can book it out. You do your insurance and you do this and that, and you provide, you can select what you provide. You can provide amenities, electric, anything you want, but you just plug what your place is going to have. And if it bodes well with the people that want to rent, you can just book it through the app. And we started that 5 years ago, and it's been unbelievable. I mean, it's super simple. We provided, you have the barn, the bathroom, the electric and the water up here and showers, but down there it's just super primitive. We have some platforms. We do have the A-frame. still primitive, no electric or water or anything. As we move into the future, I do think you're gonna see more, uh, a deeper dive into the camping and even like on-site staying stuff. Where the piece of property is pretty good size, so there's a couple of really great little locations if we wanted to do a little one or something, or a couple of them little bungalows. But definitely some more primitive stuff. Maybe a tree house.
It's great for van camping,
It is.
for all the sprinter guys. It's really good for that.
I was gonna say, man, I got turned on to hip camp like a year or 2 years ago when I built my van, and anytime I go travel, I use hip camp, like, every single time. So, like, I found a lot of really good ones in Tennessee. Going up Wildside this weekend, I'm gonna book a hip camp, like, they're great, and, every single one I've been to has been, like, super nice, the owners have been good, and, it's a really cool app. So it's kinda cool that y'all were using that, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's kind of what got us to where we are now and enabled us to actually move the shop over here because it was doing good enough to pay the mortgage. So it wasn't as big of a risk as it could have been by moving into this building for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that think about a hip camp and the location that you guys have, I mean, I bet it was pretty busy most weekends.
It does. It stays. If we have like 15 spots, 8 to 12 usually. Through those good, you get like those 6 months where it does really well, and then you got your slow time. But
Right.
even then, you'll catch. There'll be one or two things will be gone every weekend, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's something else that we're trying to work with some brands on is bringing in some ride experiences, getting their bikes in to where people can come out and demo them, rent them, high end stuff because it is ride in, ride out. You don't have to worry about loading it up on your car and take it somewhere. We can fit somebody on whatever bike they want to ride and send them straight out into the woods.
Yeah, that is cool, like, the whole experience situation. That's one thing I do like about Mulberry, like you guys saying, they do they do work their ass off. I mean, every time I've been there, they're busting their ass. So, really cool facility they have, and, like, that whole ride experience. I need to come stay at y'all's place and ride some of the trails out of there. I know Josh was begging me that one day, and it
Yeah.
didn't work out, but
All right. Plenty of time. They're not going anywhere.
I know. So, we need to make it happen, but
Yep.
Rock. Oh,
As Jay was saying, he was touching on the ride experience. We just kind of got into a big deal with Mondraker Bike, so it's going forward into. I mean, currently this year we're definitely on them, but going into 26, it's going to be more of a ride center, ride experience out of here. It's going to be the banners, the tents, the decking, everything. So we'll have a shitload of them out here for people to try for sure.
yeah, that's so sick. The way y'all display stuff too, like, blew my mind. Like, I love you don't see stores like that very often. So, like, I just wanna give you guys a really big kudos. Like, just, like, walking around the new facility, like, to be able to see a store, a retail store, displayed the way y'all's is amazing. I mean, you walk into most brick and mortar bike shops and stuff, it's just clutter.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that to, like, bash on brick and mortar bike shops, that's just the way it's been for so long, as much product as possible to sell as much product as possible. I mean, I come from, Free Fly, which is one of the biggest retailers in
Yeah.
Metro Atlanta, so, like, we had so much product, but, like, the way y'all display, like, high-end product, it's displayed very cleanly, it's minimal. If you need something, I'm sure you could order it for me. Um, if you guys don't have a Mondrager bike, if you guys don't have a Specialized bike, I'm sure I could test ride one and then order it. Like, I love that way of business and the way of the retail. It looks way better. Even like I just went to Specialized Atlanta pretty recently and on Krog Street, off the
Right.
Beltline. Very similar. Like, it's a showroom essentially. And I love that aspect, and I think a lot of people, a lot of shops are going that way now
Yeah.
just to eliminate inventory, which is I'm sure half the reason you guys do it, but it looks amazing. So big
Well,
kudos.
thank you very much. That's exactly what we were going for, and it's like you said. It's you grow up like and I mean, we're a touch older than you, but it doesn't ever seem to have changed. Like even from when we were kids walking in shops, it was just like just shit everywhere. But that was kind of the beauty of it. You just find some
Yeah.
random
Yeah.
stuff.
Well,
Uh,
from day one, that's kind of been our goal is if you came in looking for a bike, we're not trying to sell you the bike that we have sitting in inventory on the floor. We want to get you on the perfect bike. So I want you to try out the medium and the large. I want you to make sure that the one you're getting is the one you want. And if you're willing to wait 2 or 3 days, let us order it, get it for you, get you dialed in, and have everything perfect.
yeah, and a lot of a lot of that the non-clutter and not having a ton of inventory for just sheer ridiculousness on the floor is like we kind of had that talk that we're not in Atlanta, we're not like a super like busy metro town. We are just a tourist town. And when tourists come in, they don't want to buy a water bottle that says Fox. They don't want to buy it. It's if it doesn't have our name on it, you're probably not going to find it in here. We're
Right.
big. We're betting on our brand, and we we know it's going to work. We feel good about it, and that's why the hats, the koozies, the bottles, the gloves, the socks. It's just going to say Blue Mountain. That's just our brand, and that's who we're gonna back for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, that's part of the destination piece, right? I mean, that's like I went in there and I was like, I gotta get 2 bottles or a hat or something, like, I don't come here too often, so, like and, even me, I've been to 100 different bike shops, so it's that destination portion of, it's a cool facility, it's a cool brand, and, yeah, I love what you guys are doing, and it's such a right before you guys came on, I was telling Ross, like, you guys have, like, pretty much, like, enveloped the cycling community in that area, and, I mean, you guys are what I know of the Fannin County, Gilmer County cycling community, so it's really cool what you guys have done, and, yeah, the new facility is crazy. DJ, did you, I assume you have something to do with that beautiful building?
Uh, no, actually, fortunately, I did not.
I was
Wh-
gonna ask.
whenever it started, I was friends with Josh and Marnie, Josh's wife, and I knew from the beginning that I didn't want to work for Marnie, so they went with somebody else. So they're building a new house right now, and I knew we knew we're like, no, we'll just
Yeah.
leave that where it is.
Yeah. She's in
She
town.
knows what she wants.
She does.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
funny. Well, it looks amazing,
It
so,
turned out really good though.
yeah,
Well,
We the remodel on it to convert it from what it was to the bike shop though. Me and Josh and our friend Trey, we did do most of the remodel on it ourselves though, just the three of us in the evening. So it turned out good.
sweet. So, there was a building before the new location?
This is our third location. So originally we had the shop with the pump track that was next to the
Yeah, I
brewery.
mean, I'm sorry, maybe I misunderstood. I thought you were saying that the new location you guys have now on on the property that Josh had, there wasn't that's a brand new building, right?
yeah.
Okay,
Yep. But this is what they built to operate the campground out of.
okay.
It was never designed for a bike shop.
I got
So we had to
gotcha.
retrofit it when we decided to move the bike shop to the location.
Oh, okay. So I was under the assumption that it was built for the bike shop. Copy.
Oh no.
No, it'd be a lot different if it was built for a bike shop.
Okay. Well, hey, you fooled me and it looks pretty sick, so
Oh, yeah,
Good.
perfect.
Good. That's the
Can you
goal.
hear me now?
Absolutely.
Hey,
oh my gosh, Ross, you're alive.
Dylan, I forgot he was on here.
Dad, I've just been chatting in the background. I was like, you
Bro,
know what? I'm gonna take Cason's advice and pull over here real quick. Um, yeah, so we can.
this is
Yeah, man,
way
for
better.
sure.
Thank you.
Um, I wanted to talk. I know I'm jumping in the middle here, but I wanted to talk a little bit about like your local community and like the riders that and the folks that I saw actually at the event, at the opening, because there are some names that have a whole lot of history that were there in attendance, and some guys from some other disciplines that I was just like, oh wow, these guys have raced at top level across a couple disciplines. So if you can tell us a little bit about just like kind of who your local folks are.
Well, I mean, our local ride group. it's been really nice to get the Keys back into it for sure. They just came back into it pretty hard this year, so it's great to have them and Rivers unbelievable on a bike and two wheels. That kid's just unreal. It's great to have him and Chase back in it, man. And um, our kind of like our core group is my buddy Elby, who is a big. He's a big reason that we ended up moving out here. We had a couple of big conversations about it, and my buddy Matty Lynn, I know you guys probably know Matty. He wrenched for me at the other shop for me and Deej for probably a year and a half, 2 years before he moved out to Temecula for the moto side of things. So him and Ryan, and they both came from. I mean, they were. I don't know I don't know. Is it
Sport bike racing?
sport bike racing? I thought there was
High
Yeah,
level.
I
High level.
got talking
Super.
to him a little bit,
Yeah, super
and
bike.
we got talking about some motos, and I was like, "Hey, off the cuff," I was like, "You know Jeff May?" And he's like, "Oh, I love Jeff May." So Jeff May's been racing AMA for what, like 25 years. He raced World Superbike over in Europe, and so we just got
Yep.
chatting it up a little bit. And then I just remember dropping in the first trail, and I just watched his rear wheel go down, and I was like, "Oh, dude, we're about to have a good day."
Jeff Pratt. He's a shredder on an
Dude, yeah,
e-bike.
he
It's
rips.
unbelievable, unreal. Yeah, we've got a good group, and our local guys, like probably one of our biggest supporters is Trey Freeman. He helped us do all this building. He helps with anything you need. He was the last guy here that night.
Yep.
He's a shredder. I mean, it's just you have these like 50-year-old guys just go out there and just still just throw it down in big days. Like we're not like we're not super big into the e-bikes until the winter time. So we still, pedal a lot, and it's still 20, 30, 35, you're doing 4 or 5K, and it's just that old school big day stuff. And they never bat an eyelash. You could tell them we're just going to go rip lumbers for an hour. Or you could say, hey, we're going over Stanley and back Waterfall and Turkey Farm. And they're like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I got till dark, so it is what it is. And we've got a dozen of those guys. And then the women's group here is phenomenal. We've probably got a half a dozen to 8 women now. And it seems like this year we've got more. We've probably added 8 or 10 people to our core ride group that are, when we go out to Fighting Town, which is where we do most of our group ride stuff, 15, 20, 25 people. And it's like, you're talking 10 years old to 70 years old. It's pretty phenomenal. We're super lucky to have the riding group locally that we do, and it's big. And it's like, God, even Loretta Simpson, who, I mean, she was a shredder forever. I mean, there's just,
National champion.
yeah, just the names, just the people that you'll see out there on the trail. It's unreal here. We're super lucky to have a really
And
great core
then,
group.
yeah, and you just kind of hit on another note there. It's like the diversity of trail that you guys have is like second to none, because we were just doing, steep hand cut loamers. Like you said, we were doing like 3 grand in what, just a couple hours. And so you can go get that steep, gnarly vertical stuff. And then Fighting Town's what, 20 minutes from you, if that. And for those that
Yeah,
don't know,
for
like
sure.
Fighting Town Creek was it machine built? Yeah, so
Yep.
Yep.
it's machine
Yeah,
built
it's
trail. It's
trust me.
flowy. The elevation grade is a lot more mellow. So if you've got kind of more beginner intermediate folks that are out there riding with you, that maybe want to check out some of the steep stuff and want to check out Stanley Gap, but just do a little bit of it, you can do that, and then you can go spend, I don't know how many miles are at Fighting Town.
We can, if you do like the turn loops and all the lariats, you come in at about 11 miles, and it comes out to about 1,100 feet. So there, wow, it's been phenomenal for our race team, for the Georgia League kids over the past few years. And even then, I mean, as a business owner, it's an unbelievable place to have where you can send rentals. We're super, super lucky to have them for sure. And they do a good job. That Southern Land Trust, that whole group, they're top
Dude, that's
notch for
that's
sure.
awesome. I remember a year or so ago, Leah was still on her hardtail, and we came up and kind of visited the shop. We stopped by. I think we were trying to sort out some motor stuff on my e-bike, and you recommended
Yep.
us go hit Fighting Town, and she like this was before she got her E. She absolutely had a blast over there, just riding the flow. I think we did like probably 6 or 7 miles. But she absolutely loved it, man. I think it's so cool what you guys have in Blue Ridge, like the diversity of trail. And then you're not far from like the Pinhotties from Mountain Town. And then there's that how's that connector trail to like
And
LJ going? I feel like that's right along the main stretch. Is that a thing?
it's not yet. We're
We
figuring.
But
wish.
that's
Yeah.
in development.
Working on it.
So in a couple years, we may have a trail where you can get all the way from essentially Blue Ridge to LJ via bicycle.
Yeah. Well, I
Is
mean, look
is
at our
this
corridor. Like,
is this a paved trail, like a greenway, or
yeah,
nice?
it's been talks for a while. I mean, it's a wonderful rail line right there that really doesn't get used. And now with regulations saying that we can be so far off the rail line, I mean, we don't actually have to use the rail line. We just need the right of way. So it's a shitload of red tape. But everybody else is going to it, and I can't speak to Blue Ridge. I shouldn't, and I won't. But DJ can. The town's just it's different about things.
Yeah, fair
I'm
enough.
not going to say anything else.
Yeah, I mean I feel like we have that problem a lot in Georgia, though. I mean, there's areas around Metro Atlanta and the Woodstock, the Rope Mill area that, I mean, it blows my mind that you cannot get from, like Marietta to Woodstock yet, and it's
That's
like
smart.
that whole
Yeah.
Greenway trail isn't done, and you can't. It also blows my mind that you have to ride roads to go from Blankets Creek to Rope Mill. Um, like that type of stuff. Like I feel like that's just like we're just super slow at the development, and
That's where Arkansas's ahead of us,
yeah,
is the blanketed everybody here owns their piece of property or owns the rights to their piece of property, and no blame there, but nobody wants somebody to crash their bike on their property and end up sued. And states have found solutions for that, so it will be coming. It's just slow moving.
It
And
seems
a lot of our rail here is owned by private individuals. So the rail from Blue Ridge to LJ, that lease is owned by a private individual. That it's not even the government or the city. It's a private individual that has to give it up.
okay.
that's crazy. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
that makes a
That's
lot of
mind blowing.
sense.
It is weird though that like we're the southeast. I mean, arguably the southeast is it's unbelievable mountain biking. It's year round. We have this. It is the playground for the United States. I mean, I I firmly believe that it's when you can do what we want to do year round. It doesn't matter if you're mountain biking or motoing or fly fishing or whatever. It's
I can
generally here. It's
Yep.
pretty good. To do it 365.
Yeah, you can drive an hour and snowboard.
Yep.
Half the season. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's God's country out here. I like the West, and I love traveling out west, and I'll always say that. But I seriously, I wouldn't give the dirt and the mountains in the East Coast and the Southeast for West. Like I've rode stuff out there. It's great and all, but I don't know about dusty hard pack conditions, man. I'll take loam over that all
Yep.
long.
Absolutely.
We
Absolutely.
we just got back from Moab and Colorado, and that's what I said. I said it's nice to come out here and visit, but I've yet to find anywhere I'm willing to give Blue Ridge up for.
No, I would
Yeah.
agree with you 100%.
heck yeah. Well, Josh, how's your right
Yep.
side, dude?
Tender.
no! Oh no!
Yeah. I'm bouncing back. We're gonna be all right. I got a race this weekend, so I've a lot of Epsom salt. A lot of Epsom
So
salt baths.
as soon as we left the shop that afternoon, I knew it was going to be one of those days when I was having to put the e-bike in turbo, and everything just kept getting faster and faster and faster. I was like, oh, it's going to be one of those days.
That's
Oh,
that's when I don't ride e-bikes a lot because it was like I had no. I mean, I was I was way above my pay grade on that thing. I'll be the first to admit it. Like I'm gonna spend a lot of time the next 2 months on that bike. Thank you, Mondraker, for sure. I went down hard.
one of our buddies, Mike Pate, when we took off, he was like, "You can tell Josh doesn't ride an e-bike as much as everybody else does because it was wide open." Soon as we left, it was just wide open for a mile and a half, or for 3,000 feet of vert, 12 miles, and a little over an hour. We were hammering.
Josh is riding like a
Yeah,
YZ
dude.
450,
It
Oh,
was. It was like a dirt bike ride.
wide ass open.
Yep. And like the clips are coming off, the flats are going on. There's like so much I got. It's gonna be like it's a new sport to me this winter. There's a lot to learn. I'm way behind.
So what happened? How'd you wreck?
Just being an idiot, like riding, following LB, like just
I love DJ's reaction to all this.
oh, dude, it's just,
It was a good day.
and I'll say this. I'll say this. If I had Schwalbe's on there, it wouldn't have happened.
What was
That's what it was.
what
You didn't have the
tires
radials.
you
You
have
weren't
on
running
there?
radials. We're not gonna say.
Honest, but you
You know what they
I'm gonna
were.
have to go look at my GoPro,
yeah,
man.
I'm
I'm gonna have to. So there is GoPro video. We'll find out. And we'll try to post the
It'll be
GoPro
in-
video of at least my perspective on seeing Josh go down.
But yeah, we'll throw it up.
and
We'll put him on blast. We'll tag Blue Mountain and everything.
Yeah. Just a yard
Actually-
sale.
Yeah.
people kept going. They were just like zing, zing, zing. And I was like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
this group. That's
Yeah.
this group. You go down, you'll get a chuckle, and they'll just keep on
Yeah, that's
going.
what you get for being cocky on the e-bike early in the morning, and people are like, "Yeah, right, dude. That's what you get." Oh, that's funny, dude. Well, I'm bummed
Yeah.
I missed that.
we'll do a little. I think we're gonna do a little holiday or a little Christmas event up
Heck
here,
yeah.
maybe
Obviously,
e-bike day for sure. Maybe a little ho ho
No,
ho
no,
enduro.
no,
or
I love
something.
it. So
Yeah,
I think
It'll be-
another on that note, what's plans for 2026? Because I know there's like the Stanley Gap Enduro, the Bigfoot. You guys have any plan for what you got going on next year?
I don't know. That's a discussion me and DJ have to sit down and have. There's so many races
Yeah.
out there now. It's tough. And it's tough to compete. Like, I mean, you make no money and you get some gratitude out of it, but it's only from your locals, and you do the insurance costs a ton, the timing costs a ton, and it's a lot of liability. Your stomach's in knots until the last guy's off that mountain, and I hated that feeling,
I
man.
get
I
that
hated
for
it.
sure. I mean, seeing what happened at the Quick Six when EMTs left 5 minutes later, somebody pulls their shoulder out of socket. And I mean, the ground that
Yeah.
you cover in your area is far more vast than what we had at the Quick Six.
Well, and that we're about to take a dark turn, and I won't say it. I won't get too negative with it, but it's just nobody wants those big days anymore, man. It's not like it used to be. Nobody wants to be out there for 4 or 5 hours and pedal 3, 4, 5,000 feet. Nobody wants that, but unfortunately, that's the only way you can get stages that 2 or 3 miles long. It's the only way you're going to do it, and for the extra amount of money it costs to do things like that, it's just I don't believe in charging $150 a race, and for us to charge what we want to, like $75-$80,
It makes it tough.
It's
It's-
hard.
yeah, it does.
yeah, that's.
And
I'll
and-
say
and
it. I'm not signing up for a race, and I don't have any affiliations with anybody, so I'll go ahead and bash them. But there's people in the southeast in the area that, man, I literally like tried to sign up for races recently at Jared's. There's been enduro races, and I'm just like, dude, I'm not paying this to go ride my bike and get timed. Like, there's no shot, dude.
It's crazy, man. And when you think about like the weekend and the practice and having to buy a pass, and
It adds up quick. Yeah.
it's crazy, man. Like
I
I don't
would-
know, father and son. It's a $1,200 weekend.
Yeah,
That's what me and Josh have always said. When we go racing, it's $1,000 weekend.
yeah.
And we were racing a lot and
It shouldn't be
traveling
the
a lot.
if moto to go ride a mountain bike, dude. It's like and it's really come to that point.
Yeah.
And it's bad too, because we do, like Josh said, we have some 3 mile, 7 minute stages. I mean, that I'd put up against any stage And Ross rode some of them this weekend that are just phenomenal, but you got to pay to play. And
Yeah. I was about to say, like, on that same point, I'm bitching and moaning about it, but Josh, you literally just got done saying there is no like, there is no it's hard to make money off of them, so maybe not maybe, that is why they are the price that they are, because these organizers,
oh, the organizers at that price are not,
no?
they're not getting rich. You know,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's what I'm
insurance is
yeah,
for us. They even charge $80 and $90. That was our break even point. You know, that
that's
was
crazy.
that was tough.
And we had $1,000 cash purse for
Woo!
first place, 700, 500 for third. I
Yeah,
mean,
we
no,
were paying.
and everybody got tires, everybody got inserts. I mean, we
Wow.
our podiums. I mean, free food. I mean, it was, and it just, you still, yeah, there's just no way to get motivated to do it again when there's just like, it's nothing but pissing and moaning and you should have done this or should have stopped here. And it's just like,
Yep. Yeah.
whatever.
Well, and another thing we run into is it is Forest Service land. It's everybody's used to racing bike parks now. So when it rains, we
Yeah.
have to shut down. And I'm not complaining. I mean, if I was planning on traveling out of town to a race and on Friday afternoon they canceled the race, we've had to do it before. It's not our call, but people don't like that. So it adds another, another issue.
Yeah.
So where we may end up seeing next year go is I pull a permit for a group ride and we go out there and do some hand timing and just, maybe it's super small, 2 or 3 things, but it's just a group event, not organized. So it's just, it will
Yeah.
just be
Will that be like an invite only, or are you public with that?
maybe invite plus one, like
There you
cap
go.
it people and just
Kind of like a hula duro or something like that?
much, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'd come for
That'd be
that.
sick.
That's
Usually people know if they're up for it. You tell them where it's at and how much vert it is, and they know real quick whether or not they want to mess with it or not.
Yeah, you also just know by the people that are inviting you. Like, if I know Josh is inviting me on a race, I'm like, this is gonna be gnarly and fun.
It's gonna be tough.
It's
Yeah.
pretty obvious.
But like so going into 26, we're gonna start doing a lot more things. Like we started the road trips like once a month for Blue Mountain Bikes. Like we'll just pick a trail system. Like we did a lot of Tennessee this year, which we loved. And man, I tell you, I'm loving that Chattanooga. Like that White Oak play, like that little park, and the one we just did, the Lula Land Trust area, was rad. And then Buzzard,
Walden's is cool.
yeah. So I think once every 6 weeks, so we're gonna do a Blue Mountain road trip, and it'll be over to Pisgah, it'll be to, maybe to Alafaya in the winter, it'll be all over the Southeast, but we're just gonna put it up about a month out. And if people want to go, they can carpool. There'll be a hotel that we're all staying at where you can go ahead and get a discount. But it's just, I think we're gonna go more to the community than like the core community, the ride community, like the weekend warrior type guys, and then try to be superficial and do any real racing. But there's going to be a lot of events, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities for people to come ride with people in North
that's
Georgia
awesome.
for sure.
We got a crew going to Jared's for the race this weekend,
Nice.
for the downhill race at Jared's this weekend. So we
Yeah.
got a pretty good crew going up.
Well, this will be coming out today, but never mind. So
well,
I can't say
I'll probably see you guys
I'll
there
text
on Sunday at
Okay,
least.
thanks.
So yeah, looking forward to that, man. I may race, I may not. I don't know yet.
Yeah, we'll be out
TBD.
there. We're gonna camp. I think we're gonna camp Saturday night, and got a pretty good crew gonna camp out and race
Cool.
on Sunday.
Right on. Well, best of luck to you guys for sure. That track looks fun.
that'll be sick.
I like backwards.
Yeah, I've the chance, I'm there every now and again, and I had the chance to ride that track a few times. That's like one of my lunch lap. Now that I have an e-bike, I can pedal up on my own and hit that downhill track, and it's spicy. I'll go ahead and tell you, it's fun, but Mr. Ridin himself put in some gnarly rock sections on the new course, down pretty hard on the one new one. Just going too slow threw me over the bars, but it's fun. It's all of backwoods with a new upper section. So,
Not
there's a complete new upper section. It's like very downhill-ish, like super raw off camber, like bench cut corners with like it's so sick. And like he left all the roots and stuff. So on that upper section, it's a blast.
Downhill bike or enduro bike?
I still think an enduro bike's gonna be faster.
What we were thinking.
Every time at Jared's, an enduro bike's faster than a downhill bike.
Nice.
I would say. But yeah, it's a sick course. And if you've ever rode backwoods, the bottom section, there was a like right as you cross the road, you'll hit like a rock section. That's where the new rock section is, and then there was like a little speed check right before the splits again.
Yep.
There's like the wall is probably about 7 foot tall. Like it's like a moto, literally it's like a moto scrub wall. And I come around the corner after he did it, and I was like, dude, it's huge. It's taller than you standing up. It's crazy, but it's sick. It's cool to like. He really tried to dumb down the time a little bit to get everybody closer. So that's why the rock sections are a little bit bigger and slower, and that wall is gonna speed check everybody. And yeah, I think it'll be sick.
I'm supposed to be taking Jared a dump truck load of sawdust over there soon, so he can start tilling it in to keep some stuff loose. So that'll be cool to see too on a bike track.
Dope to see some sawdust.
Dude,
out
the
there.
photos
That'll
through
be
that
cool.
would be epic.
Yeah, till it into the. Oh, you're talking about tilling it
Yeah,
into the
okay.
dirt though, right?
Yeah, tilling it in the dirt. Yeah,
Moto style. I like
yeah.
that. Well, that'll be fun, man. Y'all have a blast. I'm headed up to Wildside. You just went to Wildside, right, DJ?
Yeah, yep. We've been there several times. It's really, really nice. One of my son's friends runs the bike shop there, and
Okay.
we go up there and ride with him. And they've got a lot of guys there that are true riders. It's a resort. I mean,
Right.
it really is side by side rentals, zip lines. But the guys that are riding the bike park, it's still a legit bike park. They know what they're doing. It's pretty sweet.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I've heard it's. Of course, the running joke is it's called Wildside, but I'm excited.
It is.
I'm excited to ride it, but more importantly, my lady, she just got Levo SL, and so she's like got the kick on riding again. Like she's wanting to ride like every week, and so I'm like, let's go to Wildside because I bet she's gonna love those trails. Just watching the videos and stuff, it's like perfect for her, and just the facility in itself.
One piece of advice
So,
for
we're
her:
excited.
keep her off like the super green. Get her. She's competent enough. Get her on the blues because I don't. And DJ, this may have changed.
Yeah.
But when Leah and I went, man, just the flatter trails, they're like super greens. It's a great way down if you've never ridden a bike. We just found that they were like super chunky at the time. And I don't know if they've smoothed it or added a top layer or anything, but like actually running the blues there is more, it's like, I don't want to say it's like a green at Jared's.
It's like the
But-
opposite of yeah, it's like the opposite of Wind Rock. Their greens are true greens. Their
Yeah.
blues are true. I mean, it's not downplayed. You know, a black trail there is still handable for most.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, she's at least capable. I mean, she's rode most stuff at
Yeah.
Whistler. Like,
Yeah,
as
put
far
her
as
on the
blues and
blues
stuff
straight
goes,
away,
so-
I should
man.
agree. Yeah.
Dolly's Curbs, I thought was really fun, dude. That trail was, you can overjump everything, but it was stupid fun with the flow.
That's what I saw. Like, I'm looking at all the, Mr. Phil Metz video, and he's over jumping every single jump. I'm like, got it.
Scrubland 101 is basically what it should
Yeah.
be.
Sell them some more trail armor while you're up there.
Yeah, I
Yeah, there you
should.
go.
That's what they need.
Yeah, they do need some more. Everybody needs more trail armor, dude.
I like it.
I don't need to keep preaching it because I'm not the trail armor guy. I just,
It
Yeah.
works.
but
Works.
it works. It does well. Carpet does good. Well, I don't know if you guys need to run, but Ross and I are gonna stay on here for just a little while longer.
Yeah.
If you guys want to keep chatting, if that's good with you.
I'm easy. I got.
What do you guys want?
Well,
We're just hanging out.
heck yeah, dude. Well, yeah, I'm excited on Wildside, and I did want to ask you, DJ. So where I've been seeing you a lot recently is in the past couple of years have been Georgia Cycling because of my affiliation with Free Flight at the time. And so what's going on with the kids, and are they still racing or no?
Not Georgia Cycling.
Okay.
We pulled out of that this year. Aiden's senior year, my younger two had given it up the year before, and we've just got so much other stuff going on, and it was time. I've been doing it since since the very first NICA meeting. I was at it when it was just the idea process. Saw what it went to, and kind of like everything else, you start to get a little bit burnt out, and it's
Yeah,
time for new blood to come in. So
100%.
it was me and Josh's time. Our kids were done, so maybe somebody else will carry the torch for fanning up here.
Yeah. I got to see, Kenny this past well, whenever Kingston was, because it's right next to me. So it was good to see him and good to see the crew take some photos out there.
We see all those guys all the time because Georgia Cycling is based out of Blue Ridge.
I was about to say you get
So
to see them all the time.
yeah, they're in the shop. You run into them at dinner. You see it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I never got to see many people. That's why that's brutal. When there was a mill drill race, I felt bad for you guys.
Ugh.
That's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, the guy that Jeff was here, did you talk about Jeff? He was kind of our go-to guy.
I didn't bring
Well,
Jeff up. No, he just pulled
Yep.
out. Didn't he last year? I
Yep.
guess he.
Yep. It was Jeff's last year too, but he helped us keep up with the team for one last year while we were doing it, and he's at the shop a lot. He cooked for everybody this weekend.
yeah,
He's a
we can.
good guy.
He's our,
Jeff is really awesome.
yeah, he's done a lot. He's a behind the scenes guy a lot. He wants that team to work more than anybody I know. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Dude, he's always every time I saw him at the races, he was just like all business. All
Yeah.
business. And
That's Jeff all the time.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm just like, hey man, I don't want any problems, brother. I'm just saying hey. I'm just saying hey to you, dude.
Yeah,
That's good.
absolutely. Still Jeff, man. It doesn't matter if he's making hamburgers or putting in trail. It doesn't matter.
Just serious as can be.
Absolutely. Wide open. Yep.
Well, that's cool. Do you guys still have any affiliation with them with Blue Mountain or anything or any
Which, as far as the team goes, we still do heavy discounts for all the kids, and we do a super discounted labor for all them. Try to supply them with the tires, everything we can do. The kids we had that were going to be on our team this year, we transplanted over to Cartacay, and it seems like that was a pretty good fit. It seemed like they had a pretty good year with that. So we've got a couple of kids up and coming. So we'll see what 26 has to bring. We do love having it, but if it's for one or two kids and we feel like they're going to get more out of being on a bigger team, sometimes we'll just see if we can make it work for them.
sick? Yeah, that's
Yeah, man.
I got with these people are dropping like flies off of our podcast, man.
Suckers.
Technical difficulties like crazy today, brother.
It's all good, man. And dude, if you got to wrap it up, man, I don't want to.
Yeah. It's all good. I think he's rolling. Yeah, I think he's yeah. Sorry, I can cut this out.
Dude, it's not. Hey, listen, you ain't hurting my feelings.
I know.
Yep. But we do, dude. We got to get you up here.
Yeah, I definitely need to come up there, dude. Can you believe I've never rode Stanley? I've never rode Asga Trails. I've
Dude,
never rode any of that.
we got to get you for like the corridor. Like we have to do like. So in the spring, I'm trying to get Mulberry to do it again. We did it with them last winter, where we did a day we did 4, 5, and 6, and we provided all the shuttles, and then they provided the food. It was super cool. But this spring, I'm going to try to get a B through 6. So
Okay.
they'll do breakfast and shuttle to Bear, and then we're going to do Bear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and end up at that big parking lot and just kind of have a little party down there. That's a wicked fun. Have you been on 4, 5, or 6 up there?
No, so this Bear is separate from like what's in the Pinhotties? You talking about?
Well, Bear is kind of like that double track down to 1. That double track down.
Yeah. Okay. But I didn't know there was more than just the spur or whatever it is. That double track.
It's 4 is fun. It's mostly climbing. 5 is really cool. It goes through like an ORV park, and then 6 is like it's like a combination of a little bit of like Pisgah, but a little bit of like Fats in South Carolina. It's a lot of pine, and it's just big, swoopy, bermy, and it feels like a 4-mile descent all the way to the parking lot. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I always just do like Bear to P1, P2 and call it like usually. We just went up there a few weeks ago and did P1, P2, and that's a good loop.
Yeah, if you got an E, man, get on P3, the out and back. That one is like
I've done that one on a E. and I would do it again. But you just do the steep climb up and then ride down it.
So we'll go like from Mulberry, and then we'll head up and we'll head out P, and then we'll hit the pavement where it ends, and then we'll turn around, and then it's mostly downhill back to Mulberry Gap.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, because we did like P1, P2, got off at P2, and then climbed up like where P3, the downhill ends. We climbed up, went to the top, and then rode down what we climbed up.
Oh, nice. Yeah, man.
And I mean, it was good, but yeah, definitely an e-bike climb.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, like when you hit that corridor, like the Pinhodes, and then you hit here, like you hit Stanley,
Yeah,
and then we go over and we hit like Tanasi, where you can do like Brushy Creek and most of Tanasi with like Thunder Rock downhill and all that stuff. Dude, those 3 pieces of national forest are, I mean,
yeah,
and
it's huge. A lot of people don't understand how much stuff is
giant.
out there. It's ginormous, and it just goes forever.
It does, and it's, I mean, literally from Mulberry to Tennessee is like 50 minutes, and it's hundreds of miles of track. It's insane, man. It's crazy. And then even to go just past that down to Chilhowie, like 5 miles down the road, that's where we've all been riding lately, because that they're downhill there, that super exposed, like rocky. It's unreal over there. It's really great. And there's a awesome little campground at the bottom. It's pretty awesome. And actually there's a campground and a lake at the top, which is cool.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I need to really like verse myself in all those trails because I'm just so used to like, oh, you go ride blankets, you go ride Jared's, you go ride like these um these trail systems. But you guys are so used to like, oh, I'm gonna go like your ride is like, oh, I'm gonna hit this trail to this trail to this trail to this gravel road, take this gravel road to this trail, and it's like it's very similar to like the Pisgah DuPont
Yeah,
type deal of like where you're looping trails
it is.
back, and it's a very different style of riding, and but it's super fun. It's so fun to get like a bunch of your homies out there and ride all day
It
long.
is. Yep.
You feel
Yeah,
like
that's what we like.
what'd you say?
Yeah, that's what we like for sure. We do, and we gotta, you gotta wipe away from the racing thing for a while, and then my son stopped, so it made it easier for us to go adventure. But we love those adventure.
Yeah.
They're awesome, man. Like it's
The adventures, especially like, dude, your lunch, pack some beers in your pouch. Yeah,
yeah. You can have like sometimes we'll put like a air rod and just I think out there, man. That's why we're out there.
yeah.
It's been great. Yeah.
We
Well,
appreciate y'all
what do
having us
you
on.
guys have?
Heck yeah,
Yeah,
man.
real quick before we get off, where can people find you guys online? Where can people find you guys in person? What is the best way to support Blue Mountain? Any events you guys have coming up? Do all your shout outs real quick before we hop off.
So we just brought in a media guy, and it is, follow us on definitely on Instagram and on Facebook for all the updates, and any group rides or any events we have coming up will be on there. I'd like to think after we had a pretty good time this past weekend, we're going to go ahead and do something for the holidays. Just kind of a big thank you to all of our customers and all of our friends. Other than that, it's just like I said, it's the Instagram handle, the Facebook.
Yeah, and
And
I'll put all of this in the
Yeah,
show
it's just
description too.
at Blue Mountain Bikes, right?
Yeah.
Yep, at Blue Mountain Bikes. And then anytime you're here off Aska, we're 1379 West Campbell Camp Road. Or if you're in Blue Ridge, just pop over and we can, if you message us, even if we're not here on Sundays, we're usually here. If we're not open, somebody's here riding or hanging out or wrenching or doing something. So we can always make things work for sure.
Yeah, so if anybody needs a rental bike in the Blue Ridge area, if anybody needs a repair, mechanic work, if anybody needs a new bike, you guys sell, correct me, Mondrager and Specialized or anything else?
So our premieres are like, we have Specialized, we have Mondraker, we have Transition, we have Orbea, we have Marin, we still have Niner, we have Salsa, and we have Quiet Cat as our hunting bike. And we do we do still offer the guiding, the shuttling, the delivery, the pickup, the rentals, full service, whatever you need. Honestly, we're just want to be here for you. If there's something that you need that's not on that list, just call us, reach out, and we can take care. We do a lot of support for the TNGA, and I think it's the Cahutta Cat's coming up. We're going to support that. Anything you need and camping, like it's whatever we can do. We're here for the community and for the tribe, and we just want to make it easy for you and just give the image that mountain biking's still strong. And I know there's big shops having hard times right now, but the little ones are doing well, and it's for the reason that we still have customer service and that we like what we're doing, and we ride bikes, and that's why we're successful, is because we love what we do.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's another thing. Go
you
ahead.
guys are doing a hell of a job at it, man. I'm so like I feel so privileged to have known both of you guys for like what, a decade plus, and to see that you guys you still put your hearts and soul into everything. And for everybody listening, you're never gonna meet like two more genuine people that are gonna do anything to help you out, and also absolutely rage on some bikes too. So yeah, man, you guys got it going on.
Thank you very much, both of you.
You guys are dope, and you always gone out of your way to, if you see me, and say hey, or anything you can do to, talk to me or have a conversation. So I really appreciate that, and I'm lucky enough to know both of you for quite some time, and I support everything that Blue Mountain's doing. So big shout out, and that's why we wanted to have you guys on. So another touch I wanted to, the camping was, if anybody's traveling through the area, I mean, this camping there in a van or the amenities you offer, that is an amazing location. If you are just traveling through the area or want to ride any of that area, whether it's LJ trails, whether it's Blue Ridge trails, any of that, even if you're headed to Jared's place or something, whatever it is, I mean, that is such a great location to park the van for the night, ride some trails in the morning, hang out with them for a minute. It's a phenomenal area to spend some time in if you've never been to Blue Ridge. Even downtown is super cool. They've got some cool breweries and coffee and whatever else that you're into. That's all I like. But but yeah, definitely stop by and see them and spend some time with those guys. But yeah, we appreciate you guys again, and thank you for spending time with us. Been good. Other than Ross's technical difficulties, it's been good. Sweet. Well,
We appreciate it. Thank you, guys, and good luck with this. I really firmly believe that you guys found your niche.
Thanks, brother.
I can't wait to see episode 100. I can't wait to see what it has.
Soon enough, man.
Yeah.
Dude, we didn't tell you guys. I'm gonna shout it out again, but we got some support from Cam Zink on Instagram.
No way.
Yeah, we had a little clip and shouted him out. And
Wow.
he reposted it on his profile and Zink's Bikes profile and put it on his story and commented on it. Yeah, dude.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Only up from here, brother.
I know it's gonna happen. I'm super excited for it.
This is just another endeavor of ours, but it's so fun. Like
This one's good, yeah.
It's just so fun. Like, literally nothing could come out of it. We just enjoy talking to people like you, and it is what it is. So we
absolutely. Well, you're great at it.
Thanks,
hey,
brother.
boys. Y'all stay safe this week. DJ, I'll probably see you over at Jared's on Sunday. Looking forward to it, and yeah, thanks for everything.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Good luck editing in this one, Cason.
Yeah. But we'll get it.
See ya.
All right.
See y'all.
Later, boys.
Peace.
Up. All right, we got it.
There we are, brother. Woo!
Yeah.
First
We did
guest
it.
in the hole. Dude, that was good. They're so awesome, brother. I mean, we can't say, I know we just glazed them for a minute, but we can't say enough good things about those two guys.
Yeah.
And what they're doing. I mean, I'm just repeating myself over and over, but yeah, Blue Mountain Bikes.
We could make like a rap song. We could make a hook. These guys are awesome. I don't know. Something. There it is.
All right, dude. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I know you got to run. You probably put a big hold on your timeline. So
Yeah, that's okay, man. You know what? Sometimes you got to do it. I texted Justin while I was stopped, and he was like, "No big deal, dude. He's chilling." So I'm gonna probably just tell him to like maybe catch a shuttle up to the top, and then I'll just go straight to the top. And we got 2 cars, so I can just drop in, and we won't lose a whole lot of time.
Sweet.
We're all good.
Well, sounds good, brother. Thank you guys for listening. Riding the line.
Riding the line, brother.
Holler.
Later.